Whew. Man, oh man, the NFC and AFC championship games are over. Gotta give congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl and San Francisco 49ers going back to the Super Bowl in the first time in a couple of years. And then that 49ers and well, both games were good. The 49ers and the Lions game, man. Detroit. Y'all had a great, amazing season. It was a good run. You just kind of hate to see it ended that way. Because I'm looking at this guy, I'm like, oh my god, damn, this could be a blowout right here. Now, there's a saying, tales of two halves, and that was it right there. You're thinking that Detroit could, just destroy the 49ers from the start, from the first half. Now, I was cheering for the 49ers, not 49ers, I was cheering for Detroit. I think a lot of people were cheering for Detroit. And I was saying that for the 49ers take this team lightly, they're going to lose this game. And that's what it looked like in the first half. Now, Dan Campbell going for the field goal at the end of the first half, I thought it was a good decision because you're up by a decent amount of points. Like, just add the points. Now, maybe if the score was closer, he probably would have. But I think that was the one time where it's like, yo, he wasn't aggressive, and that was a good idea. I thought that was a good idea. But that second half right there, Lord have mercy. Well, they didn't score until I think towards the end of the game. They didn't score until the end of the game. But first of all, I'm still not calling Brock Purdy elite. I think he's a good quarterback, but you definitely have to give him credit because I think there was a saying where I think they're like 0 and something, 0 and 30 when they're trailing by in the fourth quarter, which they managed to tie. They managed to get ahead of the game in the fourth quarter. But like the whole thing is, can Brock Purdy lead this team when they're down by touchdowns? Now he proved it. He showed it last week, and then he showed it once again. Now, like I said, gotta give this guy credit because he uses legs too. Like the guy's athletic too. The guy is very, very athletic, and he was the way how he ran. Yo, I was like, all right, Christian's making is doing a good run. I'm like, wait, that's Purdy out there? He ran like that? Shit, I didn't see that coming. I did not see him running like that. Like he ran, he was running like he was possessed. He was possessed with those runs right there. I'm like, God fucking damn. When it's championship games, playoffs, you see players do things that they normally don't do. And I've never seen him ran that much like that, but he had to. He really had to in order, to get this team to get this team back in it. He showed it. Now, they're still just saying is he a game manager? I think he's a good quarterback. He's obviously better than Jimmy Garoppolo. But this right here was his moment right there. Like I said, down by a lot of points because they're saying if he's down by a lot of points, they ain't gonna win the game. But they still kept throwing with Christian McCaffrey. He's still that best player on offense. It goes through him. But Purdy made some good throws to Debo, to Ayuk, which that's his number one receiver, and Kittle as well. Now, he's still making throws, so I'm like, yo, why are you throwing that? Like, middle of the field right there, which it looked like he was going to be sacked, but he threw it in the middle of the field, and the one guy was one arm, he called it, I didn't know his name. But then also that one throw to Ayuk, which it was not a good throw. Had the guy picked the ball off, they might have called it interference because he did do a little bit of interference to Brandon Ayuk. But that play, Ayuk kept the ball. It wasn't the best play, but it still helped out. Which, and like I said, I don't want to sound like a hater for Brock Purdy, but it's like he's still making throws. So I'm like, oh god, don't throw that, don't throw like. And that's an issue that I have with him. Like, he's making throws that can be easily picked off or just not making the best decisions. Now, actually, before I get into that, the 49ers defense, they have been looking the greatest in these last couple playoffs and maybe towards the end of the year, too, when they're up against Baltimore. Their defense right now is a bit concerning because I'm saying this. If you are if you're down against Kansas City, you're not winning that game. They're gonna punish. They're gonna put the ball through your fucking throat right there. Like you cannot let Kansas City get now. Maybe I'm jumping ahead of myself right now because that's gonna be the Super Bowl matchup. But maybe I should just more focus on the NFC Championship game. But no, the 49ers, they respond to adversity right there. Especially with Kyle Shanahan too, because he's had a problem with handling games where he's like been when he's behind, which he's got to win the big game. He has to, like he has to. But the 49ers defense right now, they did not look good in that first half, and now they answered the call in the second half, but like their their defense right now is a bit concerning. Now, if you're Detroit too, like it was a great season, but I'm saying if you're gonna make it to the Super Bowl or win a Super Bowl, this was your best chance because I don't see that happening next year. But let's go with this game right now though. They look great in the first half, but that second half, Dan Campbell's aggressiveness came back to haunt them. Like the one time when he went for it on the fourth down, I was like, I don't know about that. Like, now, granted. I know a bit all over the place right now. Like I said, we gotta give the 49ers credit for making a comeback, but we also gotta be real with ourselves. That was due to the help to the Lions as well. Most of the credit, I believe, goes to Purdy, but maybe like, let me ask what you guys think. But like, part of it definitely goes to the Lions too by choking. Like Dan Campbell not going for the field goal in the start of the third quarter, and after the Lions, held the 49ers to a field goal, still getting pressure, still making a multiple possession game. Just get the field goal right there. Now, granted, they went for it. It wasn't that bad of a call. The guy just dropped the ball, and that's when I feel so. That's when the pressure was rising right there because you kind of call that a turnover. Honestly, that to turnover downs. And the 49ers marched down and scored a touchdown. And then you turn the ball over right there in your own territory. And now we're back in the ball game right there. So, like, momentum is real. Momentum is very, very real in the NFL. And the momentum went down to the 49ers. They spilled blood in the water, and they came back. Now, Campbell, it's like, points are still good. But, I remember watching their game against the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. I'm like, they're going for it a lot on fourth down, but that's Dan Campbell, though. That's Dan Campbell. And, his aggressions came back to haunt him. Like, the whole NFL has a bunch of ifs. I feel so they would have been in a better position if they kicked that field goal. They still kind of put the pressure on the 49ers offense a little bit because now, if the game was tied, it's a different game plan when you're trying to score a touchdown when you're tied rather up by 3 points. You know what I'm saying? So the Lions should have won that. I'm not should have, but like they just didn't finish. It comes to show you, in an NFL game, doesn't matter how many points you're up at the end of the first half. Like you got to finish the deal. You got to finish the deal, and the 49ers, the Lions did not do that. Like I said, I'm not taking any credit away from the 49ers because they responded to adversity and they came back. But also, Dan Campbell had a hand in that too, and also the Lions, they weren't catching the ball. Like they were dropping passes because I felt as though the pressure was like they panicked. They panicked as soon as they came to like. As soon as I knew that the 49ers tied a game, I'm like, okay, this game's like really early right now because I don't think the Lions are going to be able to handle this. They're gonna freak out. They're gonna panic, and they did. But it was a good season for them. But can they do it again next year? I don't know because you're probably gonna lose your OC, and Jordan Love, he's coming. The NFC South, I'm still like no for NFC South is still. I don't think it's gonna be that great. I mean, you had the Buccaneers, but they're the first round draft pick. Maybe he might be better next year. Who knows? In NFC East, the Eagles and the Cowboys will still be in it. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like this was the Detroit's best chance to make the Super Bowl, and they failed. But it was a good season for them. No one expected them to be there. No one expected them to be there. I did want to talk about the Chiefs and the Baltimore game, but I don't think I have much time. I need to get going to bed. But shout out to the 49ers for closing the deal. About Purdy, I think he's gonna be the quarterback for the future, but he's gotta stop. I mean, he's still young. Like, so this is, I mean, last year as a rookie. This is technically his second year, but I mean, he's still making some throws where you got to be like, no, don't throw that, don't throw that, don't throw that. But we just got. I mean, he's young. He'll only get better. He'll only get better. But I'll tell you one thing though, you can't play that way against the Chiefs. You play that way against the Chiefs, you're not winning that game. You're not. So the Super Bowl. Like I said, I do want to talk about the Ravens and the Chiefs game. But like the Super Bowl right now can either go a couple of ways. Either it's a close game, or either the Chiefs or the 49ers win, or this game can be a blowout for the Chiefs because I don't see that anything can happen. Anything can happen in the NFL. Any given Sunday. But like I don't see the 49ers blowing out the Chiefs. I either see this either being a close game or the Chiefs will just go out and destroy the 49ers. But we'll have to see. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, what you guys think about this game? Like, you think that the 49ers won it, or Detroit blew it, or think it's a mixture of both? So let me know in the comment section below, and you guys have a good night. See you guys next time.